Have you ever looked around at the people who love you the most, your family, your friends, and felt like you don't even belong in the same world anymore? Like somewhere along the way, while everyone else kept living by the same old rules, your heart started beating to a whole new rhythm you can't explain. If you're nodding right now, if your chest feels a little tight reading these words, you already know you're not broken. You're not wrong. You're chosen. And no, it's not some fancy title that makes everything easier. Being chosen is beautiful, but it's also painful in ways nobody tells you about. You didn't ask for this awakening. You didn't pray to feel like an alien in your own home. You didn't raise your hand and say, "Yes, please, make me the black sheep." It just happened. Somewhere deep inside you, your soul started vibrating on a frequency that made it impossible to keep pretending everything was fine. You couldn't sit quietly at the dinner table anymore and laugh at the same old jokes, agree with the same old rules, live by the same old expectations. You didn't choose to feel different. You just became different. And when you come from a family that's built on tradition, control, and survival, your growth feels like betrayal. Your life feels like rebellion. Your dreams look dangerous to the people who only know how to survive, not how to transform. And the hardest part? You love them so much. You would do anything not to hurt them. But still, your truth pulled you away. Not because you're selfish, not because you're ungrateful, but because something sacred inside you wouldn't let you stay small. It wouldn't let you trade your soul for acceptance. It wouldn't let you kill your dreams just to make other people comfortable. There are moments you sit alone, questioning if you made the right choice, wondering if staying true to yourself was worth the loneliness, the silent dinners, the awkward phone calls, the judgment in their eyes. Moments when you almost wish you could just shut off this inner knowing and go back to being the good son, daughter, sibling they wanted. But no matter how hard you try, you can't unawaken a soul that's been called. I see you, and I need you to hear this. You are not crazy. You are not a failure. You are not selfish. You are chosen. You're not meant to fit into a family system that was never built to hold the size of your spirit. You're not meant to shrink so others can stay comfortable. You were born to break cycles. You were born to lift generations forward. And yes, it feels like betrayal to them. But it's actually the deepest act of love because you are showing them there's more to life than survival. From the moment you were born, your family started dreaming about who you would become. Maybe they wanted you to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, something that made sense to them, something that felt safe, respected, stable. They weren't trying to hurt you. They were trying to protect you the only way they knew how, by fitting you into a system that had rules and rewards. But your soul didn't come here to follow a script. Your spirit didn't sign up for a checklist life. You were born to carve a path where none existed. You were born to create, to heal, to awaken, to speak, to lead, to build things that never existed before. And that terrifies them. It shakes the ground they stand on. Because if you don't follow the path they believe is right, what does that say about everything they built their lives around? They love you, but they also fear for you. And sometimes fear sounds a lot like anger, like disappointment, like distance. They don't understand that you're not chasing chaos. You're following sacred whispers they can't hear. You're not rejecting them. You're answering a call they don't recognize. And then there's the moment, that huge, heavy moment, when you realize you don't believe what they believe anymore. You don't just live differently. You think differently. You start questioning the rules you were raised on. You start seeing cracks in the foundations you were taught never to question. Maybe it's religion. Maybe it's gender roles. Maybe it's family loyalty. Maybe it's all of it. Whatever it is, you can't unsee it. You can't unknow it. and it changes everything. Suddenly, the traditions that once felt comforting feel suffocating. The holidays feel hollow. The rules feel meaningless. You crave something deeper, something real, something true to your soul. And when you try to explain it, they look at you like you've lost your mind. They tell you you've drifted, that you're lost, that you need to come back. But deep down, you know, you didn't lose yourself. You found yourself. You're not lost. You're freer than you've ever been. But freedom comes at a cost. Sometimes the cost is the warmth of belonging. Sometimes it's the quiet ache of sitting at the family table knowing they don't really see you anymore. Sometimes it's the sting of feeling like the outsider, the misfit, the problem child. But listen closely. You are not the problem. You are the pattern breaker. You are the beginning of a new lineage, a new story, a new way. You didn't come here to fit in. You came here to shift things, to lift the ceiling so those who come after you don't have to hit their heads against it. Your healing ripples through generations you'll never even meet. Every tear you cry, every truth you speak, every boundary you set, it echoes through your bloodline like a song of freedom. You're not just healing yourself, you're healing the entire tree. I know it hurts. I know it feels unfair. You didn't choose to be the one who sees through the illusions. You didn't choose to feel so much. But here you are, awake, aware, alive in a world where many are still asleep. And though the path is lonely, it's powerful. You are powerful. If you found this message today, if your heart is beating a little faster, if your eyes are stinging with tears you didn't expect, it's not a coincidence. It's a confirmation. You were meant to hear this. Your soul brought you here. You are not alone. You are deeply seen. You are deeply loved. You are part of a hidden family, a family of misfits, deep thinkers, dreamers, cycle breakers, light bearers. You are not crazy. You are chosen. Take a moment now. Breathe. Feel the weight lift off your chest. You are exactly where you're meant to be. You are not wrong for choosing yourself. You are not wrong for wanting more. You are not wrong for needing to walk a different path. Your life is not a mistake. Your awakening is not an accident. And if nobody in your real life family ever tells you, I will, I'm proud of you. Keep going. Keep choosing your soul over their fears. Keep trusting the whispers that call you higher. You're not betraying them. You're blessing them, even if they can't see it yet. You're not just walking away from survival. You're walking into destiny. And it's going to be more beautiful than you can imagine. Every family has its own shadows, hidden pain, and unhealthy patterns that no one wants to talk about. Instead of facing these issues, most people act like they don't exist. They sweep them under the rug and call it keeping the peace. But you can't pretend. You see what others don't want to see. You feel what others are trying to ignore. You notice the dysfunction in your family, the silent resentments, the emotional wounds, the repeated mistakes, and deep down, you know you can't stay silent. You are the one who asks the uncomfortable questions, not to cause drama, but because truth matters more to you than appearances. You disrupt the surface calm because you know that silence is what has allowed the pain to survive for generations. Speaking up might make you look like the troublemaker, the one who's stirring up problems, but your honesty is actually an act of love. It's not easy to be the one who sees the truth, especially in families where pretending and performing are more important than being real. But every family needs someone strong enough to face what everyone else is running from. That someone is you. One of the hardest lessons you've had to learn is that real love doesn't mean losing yourself. You used to believe that loving people meant always saying yes, even when you wanted to say no. You thought it meant carrying everyone else's burdens and ignoring your own needs. You were taught that setting boundaries was selfish, that putting yourself first was wrong. But with time and a lot of pain, you woke up. You realized that peace is not about pleasing everyone. It's about honoring your soul. You started saying no when something didn't feel right. You stopped giving so much of yourself away. You protected your energy, your time, and your emotional space. And when you did, the people who were used to your endless giving felt rejected. They said you changed. They said you became distant. But the truth is, you stopped betraying yourself just to be loved. You stopped confusing love with self-sacrifice. Even though being misunderstood by those you love hurts deeply, you know now that choosing yourself is not an act of rejection. It's an act of healing. You are breaking a cycle of self-abandonment. You are showing others, even if they don't see it yet, that there is a different way to love, one that includes loving yourself. There is something about you that many people, especially your family, don't fully understand. There's a frequency inside you, a deeper connection to something unseen. You've always felt different, even from a young age. You feel emotions more strongly than others. You notice energies, moods, and hidden truths that others miss. You have an inner knowing that can't be explained by anything you were taught in school. It comes from your soul. This deep sensitivity is your gift, but it also sets you apart. Your family might call you too sensitive, too emotional, too dramatic, or even too weird. But what they are really reacting to is the light you carry within you. Your light, your awareness, it shines into places others would rather keep dark. And that can be uncomfortable for them. You operate on a different level. You feel the divine whispers in moments others find ordinary. You are guided by intuition, by synchronicity, by a sense of purpose that is bigger than this physical world. People who have not awakened to this spiritual side may feel uneasy around you. They don't understand why you need time alone. They don't understand your rituals, your meditation, your need for alignment. But you are not broken. You are not strange. You are spiritually gifted. Your sensitivity is your strength, not your weakness. It connects you to your true soul family, the people who will understand you on a level words can't reach. You have also refused to settle for a life that is just good enough. You have seen people around you, maybe even people you love, settle for half-alive marriages, for jobs that crushed their spirits, for dreams they buried long ago. They stopped believing in more because survival was all they thought was possible. But not you. There's a fire inside you that refuses to go out. You know you weren't born just to pay bills and exist. You know you are here to grow, to expand, to truly live. To your family, this drive may look like arrogance. They may say you are being unrealistic or that you should just be grateful for what you have. But they don't understand that you're not chasing status or money. You're chasing purpose. You're chasing the life your soul knows is possible. You're not rejecting them by wanting more. You're breaking a pattern that says, this is all there is. You're showing that dreams are worth fighting for. And even if your ambition threatens those who gave up on their own dreams, your courage might just inspire them too. You're not here to settle. You're here to show what's possible. At the deepest level, you were born to be the cycle breaker. This is why you've always felt different. This is why you've always questioned the things that others accepted without a second thought. You weren't born to fit in. You were born to shift the entire energy of your bloodline. That mission is sacred, but it's not easy. It comes with loneliness. It comes with misunderstanding. It comes with carrying burdens that few will ever understand. Your family may not get it right now. They may not see the big picture. They may think you are rebellious, selfish, or even lost. But one day, when enough healing has taken place, they may look back and say, we didn't understand then, but now we do. Until then, you must keep walking your path. You must keep trusting that the calling you feel inside you is real and necessary. You may not hear applause from the people closest to you, but know this. Heaven is already celebrating you. You are not failing your family. You are fulfilling a destiny that was placed on your soul before you even arrived here. If you've ever been made to feel like the failure, the black sheep, the disappointment of your family, please know this. You are none of those things. You are the breakthrough. You are the fulfillment of prayers and dreams that your ancestors were too afraid to say out loud. You are here to do what they couldn't. You are here to heal what they couldn't even face. Your pain has a purpose. Your struggles are not random. They are part of your soul's work. You were never meant to blend in. You were always meant to rise, to stand out, to break free. And even when it feels like you're walking alone, you are never truly alone. There are others like you, other cycle breakers, other light carriers, other warriors of truth, walking their paths too. And together, even if from a distance, you are weaving a new future for generations to come. This is what it means to be chosen. It means carrying a heavy weight sometimes, but it also means carrying a powerful light. Your family may not cheer for you now. They may not understand why you chose a different road. But deep in your soul, you know you were never here to win their approval. You are here to answer a higher calling. You may disappoint your family's expectations, but you are not disappointing your destiny. Walk in your truth. Walk in it boldly. The world needs you exactly as you are. If these words touched your heart at the right time, don't leave without affirming it. Type 1111 in the comments to claim your divine clarity, blessings, and alignment. If your soul is calling out for more truth, more power, and more healing, subscribe now. Your tribe is here. Your time is now. Chosen one, this is your moment. Step into it fully.